Hey everybody, it's Jessica with Thrifty Shutterbug here. I thought I would take you along today on a drive to get a vintage haul. But first I have to go walk Miss Molly. Right, Mo? Yeah? She is a spaniel, of course, cross Saluki, so she's got a lot of energy, and I'm gonna give her a walk real quick, drop her off back home, and then we'll be on the road for this vintage haul. Stay tuned. Okay, so dropped Molly off, and now I'm somewhere to pick up a friend. Who could that be? That might want to go pick up a vintage haul with me? Is it? Let's see if it's who you think it is. And we'll see if that person is ready to be filmed without notice. Okay, we are in the UK, but obviously this person has a thing for American flags. Let's ring the bell. Oh, look at that sign. Come on. Are you ready?
I was ready.
Let's go.
Okay.
So we are off to the vintage shop right now. Let's go. Come with us. I'm so excited. This is the most exciting thing that's happened to me in ages. What about you, Dolores?
It's so exciting. I'm going to die. Where are my pants? Come on, let's go.
All right. I'm going. Okay, we are here. There we go. Lady Peacock Vintage HQ. Check out that shirt. So, here we go. It's going to be basically just a handoff. I'm going to put my mask on. Lady Peacock herself, right?
Yes, that's it.
Your actual name is?
Lydia.
Right.
Lydia
okay.
Waters.
Yeah, so if you're in Claycross, Chesterfield, Derbyshire, come visit her. Awesome shop, especially when it gets to open again.
Yes, when it's open, which is not long now, just a couple of weeks' time. Open on the 17th of April at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Awesome, thank you. There's Dolores filming. Okay. Look at this stuff. There's more here. You can't see it. We'll show you. Okay, so now I just got to figure out how we're going to get this in the car without letting anything break. It looks like it's wrapped fine, but you just never know. So I'm going to drive very carefully. All right, wish me luck. All right, so it's the next day. I'm back now, ready to show you my haul that I picked up with Dolores when we went to Lady Peacock Vintage. She had a sale the previous week on Facebook, and then yesterday was the day that people could pick up their items. So anyway, I don't know which one to start with. Okay, I'm going to start with one that I know for sure I'm definitely keeping for myself, and that is a way to view slides. Does anybody remember slide film? You know, you put your little slides in here and you can view them on this, or actually you would put them in like a slide projector, say like a Kodak carousel, that sort of thing. I used to work in a photo lab, so oh god, I don't want to say how many years ago it's but anyway, we were one of the last ones that could actually still develop slides, so they're a bit personal to me, and I'm so sorry. Somebody's like walking right in front of my window and they look like they were coming towards the house. Super weird. Okay, because they were completely like, all you could see were their eyes. Everything else was covered in black clothing. So strange. So sorry for that. Okay, so anyway, I remember working with slides a lot. And because I'm a photographer and I collect photography stuff, this just made sense. As soon as I saw this advertised, I was like, I have got to get this. I don't remember, was it like £3 maybe? Whatever, I don't care. It's a photo tax. It's in excellent condition. Put it up like this, put your slide in, have batteries so it lights up from the back, and then you get to view it here. So it comes with the box. The box is in great condition. There we go. I love the colors on this. It also has its original instructions, which I really like. Let's see, it says designed and constructed in England by Phototex London Limited at Hampton Park, Eastbourne, Sussex. So yeah, I gotta like check these out a bit more. The funny thing is though, I don't actually have any slides to test it out with. A lot of the stuff I collected for photography, and when we closed the photo lab, that sort of thing, I have a lot of that stuff from then, but it's all back being stored with family in New York, so where I'm from. I've moved around so much I could not take everything with me, and I basically moved here with 4 suitcases. One of them was actually full of my wife's stuff that she had left behind in America when she came back here to England ahead of me. So yeah, a whole lot is left behind, or has been left behind. So I don't have any slides at the moment, but I'm sure I can get a hold of some, right? Okay, so anyway, that's the slide viewer. Now the rest of it is all for resale, although it's going to be a struggle, especially for a few more items. Oh, let's face it, everything's a struggle to sell, not because I can't sell it, but because I don't want to keep it. But here's one of the items. It's a Prylact traveling iron. It weighs 2 pounds. That's what it says on the front. I think the box is in fabulous condition. I looked at these online, and I've got to tell you, the prices vary anywhere from like £1 something up to £6, but none of them have a box in this good of condition. And this, I think everything was around £3 that I bought. So, I don't know, somewhere around there. So anyway, but I'm going to put it on Etsy. Things like this don't seem to sell for as much on eBay. So I'm going to put it on Etsy, ask for more money. So it's got the wooden handle, which I don't know if you can see that. Let me see. This side might actually show you better. Has basically wares of use on there. There we go. That might be better. But it is its original handle. Some cracking in the paint. I don't mind. I love that. I think it gives it character. You would unscrew these and attach it. And then it's got its original Bakelite plug. So you would attach this here. And then, I don't know, these kind of outlets were already long gone by the time I moved to England. So this one kind of throws me for a loop. But yeah, anyway, I think that's awesome. I can't wait to list it. And well, first I gotta get a photograph. That would help, right? Okay, don't mind me. I just gotta move all this stuff over. Okay, so this one, let me give you a little backstory on this one. Not a long backstory, but basically, as a photographer, I had a photo shoot photographing someone's property. So it could be, well, let's just say the original photographer wasn't that great, so they had to pay me to come and do it right. So this happened to be during the beginning of Lady Peacock's sale of these homeware type of things, and it's the part of the sale I was really, really waiting for. So when Dolores from Miss DAM Jewellery saw that I wasn't bidding on anything, she was like, what's going on? So she actually grabbed a couple of things for me, knowing that I would want them, luckily. And then finally I could bid on things when I was done with work. And then I reminded her I was at work, and she's like, oh yeah, I thought it was weird that you weren't bidding on these things. So she grabbed them for me, which was a really big help. And then I did the same the following day when she was busy doing something for her. So we swapped those items yesterday. And this is one of the items. I'm sorry, I'm like taking forever to show it to you. But it's this big, massive mixing bowl. It says the Easy Mix Bowl, TG Green and Company Ltd, Church Grizzly, made in England, with the patent number and everything. So, I mean, look at this. So I took a look at this with Dolores' husband, and we were like, well, why does it have this dent? And then I thought, oh, maybe because you can hold it like that, it might be easier to like hold in your hand as you're mixing. Well, during my research, I found out this bowl is from the 1950s. They made ones earlier, but that's when this particular one was made. Look at the edges. Oh, I just love the beautiful work from then. There's the bottom. And anyway, what it's meant to do, the reason it has this bit right here is so that you can rest it on the counter easier when you're mixing. So if you tilt it like you would typically kind of tilt a bowl if you're really getting into mixing. You could tilt it, rest it on the table, still hold it, and do whatever it is you do. So, I mean, that is in great shape. It has crazing. There we go. I can see more crazing like up in here and stuff. But that's it. No chips, no cracks. I'm actually afraid to say it because I don't want to jinx it. But I love this. And Dave actually asked me if I was going to keep it. And as much as I want to keep it, I'm not going to, because I have a fabulous set of mixing bowls with whales that were given to me as a gift by my daughters. And I think they've all been cracked now. So I'm not going to keep it because this stuff would get a lot of use. I could keep it just as a display piece in my kitchen, but I don't want the cats to knock it over. So even though it's nice and sturdy, we just don't need that problem. So I'm going to sell it off to someone else who loves it. Okay. Right. Speaking of that thing with Dolores, I can't speak. Just forgive me. I don't know what's wrong with me. Maybe I need more coffee. She also grabbed this Art Deco, I'd say a tea set, but it's not actually a set. There's two, let me put this down. Two of these saucers, and it's all made by Ivory England. Let me show you that there. And so there's two of the teacup saucers. There's actually three of the teacups. And then there's also, I just love this Art Deco set. It's so cute. So, and here's the little creamer or milk jug. Gorgeous, right? Gorgeous. And you can even see like the texture. I don't know if you can pick that up on there. The texture of the hand painting. Absolutely wonderful. Ivory England again. I mean, there's some wear to the black, but honestly, something of this age and this design, I mean, these are the things I'm really drawn to. I'm not big into picking up a lot of tea sets unless they are something like this. So absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. Can't believe I said gorge. How old do I think I am? Sound like a kid. But yeah, let's move on to the next one. And this is a little alabaster powder or trinket dish kind of thing, little jewelry box maybe. But yeah, I think maybe not a powder. I'm not sure, because it is kind of small to be like a powder dish or lidded powder dish. So probably meant for like trinkets, earrings, that sort of thing. It is, yeah, a transfer on there. But I love the colors. Look at the colors. I hope they're showing up for you guys the way that I can see them naturally. The nice greens and the soft yellow. Geez. And the lid sits right, which I find doesn't always happen. I've gotten some stuff before with hinge lids and they just don't sit just right, but this one does. A little bit of wear there, but I think anybody who's going to be buying this is not going to be surprised about that. It's just something I gotta put in the listing to let them know. Okay, now this really intrigued me. I saw this and I said, that is interesting, I have to have it. So look at this sugar bowl or condiment jar, whatever you want to consider it. Right? All these pieces come apart. So that sits right in there. The glass is in good shape. This lid has some discoloring. Can you see that? There we go. You know, around the edge. So I'm not sure what metal this is. It's not marked like EPNS or anything like that. I definitely don't think it's real silver, because it would not have, I don't believe it would have that. But look, you can even see like the swan's eye. And then the spoon that goes with it. Check out this spoon. Look at that. It's a swan's head. Very cool, right? So I looked these up this morning because this was just something I just bought and said, I want it. I have to have it. I definitely want to, you know, resell that and have that shown in my Etsy shop. So when I looked it up this morning, I was surprised to see they actually still make these. They're cheap imports that still make them. They obviously look a little different, a lot shinier and that sort of stuff. This one you can tell is one of the older ones, and it looks like they were originally made in Hong Kong. The craftsmanship is not brilliant, because if it was super nice, it probably would not be screwed in. It'd probably all be one piece, I'm assuming. I don't know. Tell me if I'm wrong, because I don't really deal in like a lot of silver stuff a lot, or silver looking stuff. Let me look at this. Yeah, the screw looks fairly new. So, yeah. So I don't think it's like super old. One person had this listed. Oh, there's a piece of tape on here. Okay, interesting. One person had this listed as being from 1945. So who knows? I don't know. I haven't found anything else to confirm that. But tell me what you think. Have you seen these before? Because I didn't. And then this, oh, this beautiful clock. So Metamec clock with its original cord. Look at that. I mean, how gorgeous is this? This is definitely an item I will completely find difficult to part with. I just love it. I want to put it up on my mantle right now. It doesn't even go with everything. Molly's barking again. Go figure. Yep, it says made in England right there, teeny tiny at the bottom. But back here it says Metamec Electric, made in England. And it shows how you can turn it to go on silent or tick, and then turn and start, all that kind of typical stuff. Anyway, let me show you the back. There we go. So yes, I mean, it's not in brilliant shape. It looks like somebody may have gotten paint on here. It needs to be cleaned up, but I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. Completely. Can't even stress to you how much I love this. So that will be going on Etsy though. I know, but maybe I'll find another one. I'm really hoping that when the charity shops and the car boots open, I start finding some doubles of things, so that some things I can keep for myself and some I can sell. Plus, honestly, don't know where I'll put it. The more I keep, the more I know we need to move into a bigger house, but that sounds easier than it is. So, right, I'm trying to look around here, see if there's anything I missed. There is not. That's everything I got from Lady Peacock Vintage. Please check her out. If there's something that you ever saw her advertising on Facebook and you wanted it, she could ship it out to you via UPS. Shipping from England is not cheap by any means, but for some reason it's cheaper to ship from England to the US than the US back. And I know I'm just speaking about UK, US, because those are the places I've lived. I'm not saying that everywhere else is irrelevant. That's just what I'm familiar with. So please don't take offense if I'm not mentioning, other places. But okay, this item I bought from a charity shop. This is an item I am keeping for myself. I originally bought it with the intention of selling it or keeping it. I really wasn't sure what I was going to do with it, but I got it, I think, for only $7.50 on auction. They tend to go for at least 20 pounds or more if they're working, and so on and so forth, and even about 20 pounds even if they're not working. So if they're working, it definitely goes higher than that. But this is there we go, Roberts radio from the 1970s, and it even says the original seller of the radio. So St. Dunstan's, 191 Old Marylebone Road. I don't know. I used to say it Marleybone, which I'm sure is the wrong way, and my wife corrected me because she's English and she knows how to pronounce it, but I said it like that for so long that it's hard to fix it now. But anyway, it says London, so on and so forth. I will show you this little tag from the original shop that sold them. These radios, I just love the style of them. So anyway, when I got it, it was filthy, absolutely disgusting. It took a lot of cleaning, and then it takes a massive battery, by the way. Let me show you the back. Then I put a battery in it and it did not work. So I was gutted. It turned on, it made like the little click. You can hear that sound like the radio was about to come on. But then you don't get like a station or even any fuzz or anything. So my friend Sarah, her dad actually was a repairman, and he was able to fix it. He didn't have all the parts that might keep it going for a lot longer. So he's not sure, you know, how long it's going to work for, but I got to tell you, I've got a lot of use out of it so far. I'm definitely keeping it. It is not going anywhere. And what I love about this is it's got like a little Lazy Susan wheel on here. So it does have an antenna for the VHF bandwidth, right? And they don't normally have the antennas. You find them a lot missing the antennas. Anyway, it ducks right down in there. See, can I get it back in? There we go. And you also don't typically find them with the handle. So really lucky to get that. Look at the wood. I mean, that's real wood on the side. It's absolutely gorgeous. But all the other bands, so MW and LW, to tune it, you would actually turn it on its little Lazy Susan. So I find that just very cool. So anyway, I'm going to be looking for these at the car boots and the charity shops, because you can pick them up fairly cheap. A lot of people just look at them as an old radio, whatever, you know, it doesn't get the digital stuff in, and that's what most stations are on. So I'm very happy listening to the oldies on this while I work. So that's something I'm keeping. Whew. Okay, I'm sure you're probably sick of hearing me talk by now, but I hope not. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos. Please like, subscribe if you have not already, and share it with a friend.